As business owners, entrepreneurs, representatives from different multinational companies, and employees, you all come to your work with a certain set of skills. You all come with a certain excitement or passion about the product or the service that you use and that you sell. You all come knowing something about the marketplace and your customers. And above all else, you all come with a certain personality that attracts the clients to you. Now, my guess is that most of you have some of these skills, at least to some degree. But why is it that also we're not always reaching the success that we want? We're not always able to meet our goals. Our income is flat. What causes that to happen when you are bringing these wonderful entrepreneurial skills to your workplace? What's wrong? In my many years of working with small business owners, I have found that typically there are three core things that cause people not to be successful, and especially so in this very complex marketplace that we find ourselves in. This global marketplace trying to sell goods from country to country. It's quite a challenge. And that challenge really demands us to, yes, have the skills I just mentioned, but also to have a new set of skills, a new business toolkit, as I call it. I'm going to talk about very briefly and mention three tools of the 7 tools that I really use in the work that I do. I think these are the top 3 skills that are needed. The first is mindset. We tend to play too small. We tend to operate from how it's always been done, from the past, from the tradition, from the culture that we're in, from the mindset that's around us, instead of looking at what is it I'm looking to create as an entrepreneur? What future would I like to see for myself and for my organization, my employees, my customers? What's that future of choice? And how do I have to think and act differently today to enable that future? We usually don't think about our thinking. We don't think about our mindsets, our beliefs, our assumptions, our perceptions. Because often those beliefs, assumptions, perceptions inhibit us from reaching that future of choice. So number 1 is mindset. And really looking at how is it you think about the work that you do? What are your beliefs, your assumptions? And are those getting you what you want? Or are they inhibiting your success? The second tool is, are you really leveraging what I call is your unique composite of skills and talents? What we tend to do, we tend to look at our experience and our education, and maybe few of our talents. And we look at how do we bring these into our work and into the marketplace. Instead of looking at what really excites us, what do we love to do, what do you do innately? Your innate skills are the most powerful skills. Those are the skills you want to leverage. And what's the composite of all of that? If you would write all of those things in a circle and look at the dynamics of all of those wonderful skills and talents, how do you take as many of those out to the marketplace through the work that you do and leverage them in a way that makes you unique? So leveraging your unique composite of skills and talent, knowing what they are first, that's number 2. The third, and the last one I'm going to mention today, the third tool, is that we aren't focused on the deeper needs of our clients. We're still doing what I call is playing on the surface. We're looking at what's the problem that I see and how can I begin to address that problem, instead of looking at what's behind that problem. Maybe going to more of an emotional feeling kind of level, often a place that people and business people stay away from. But how does the customer feel about his situation? How do I help a customer analyze the situation to really look at what's the core issue here. And how do we get to the core issue and solve from that level? Instead of just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. That'll suit for a while, maybe 6 months or so. But after 6 months down the road, the problem's going to reoccur. But if you can help them get to the core level of the problem, just think of the difference you're making, of the impact you're making, of what you're able to do in the marketplace. So recognizing and getting to the deeper need of the client is number 3. So where are you with each of these?